After the war was won, the Void Dragon remained a great threat to all existence. And so, upon the anvil of creation, the God Box was crafted. The Void was locked within, but still the question remained: who would guard the box?
Hey everybody, welcome back. We are at the end of time. The last episode, we raided the treasure room of Boreas, put the wishing well back, got another starstone. We unlocked the ice elemental side, the Hall of Frost. What I want to do is talk to the other three people here before we move on.
Stopped, milady. Good to see you on the shelter plane. A home away from home, is it not?
Well, I'd like to update you on my progress. I've seen Leandra at work in Hyberheim. She's using starstones to turn them into bloodstones.
Of all the wicked things, the one substance that can stand in the way of the void, and she's turning it into vessels of blight. You'll have to redouble your efforts, my friend. You'll have to find more starstones before she does and forestall her insidious distortions.
Okay, well, let's discuss the rewoven threads on the tapestry of time.
It shall be my pleasure.
We have learned that the generals renounced their humanity to become immortal wardens of the God Box, but if their souls are fused with ours, something must have gone wrong.
How very right you are. These thoughts have been bubbling in my mind like so much drink in a still, but I believe they've finally transformed into something quite potable. From what I can gather, the following stands to reason. The generals were put in charge of the God Box, but they must have faltered. The void must have escaped, or how could it loom upon us once more? Perhaps that faltering could explain why their souls were loosed, and why those souls now reside so contentedly within you.
One thing I'm wondering, were we born with those souls, or did they just kind of come upon us? Let's discuss the rooms I've discovered here in the shelter plane.
Most certainly.
I've been to a chamber we should probably call the Hall of Frost.
Got it in one. Wonderful place, isn't it? I find that a dollop of cold helps to concentrate when I'm writing my histories. Perhaps it will inspire you too. Much can be learned from elementals. Their forces are primal and ancient. Wield them, and you wield the very cause of nature.
Okay, I'll take my leave. Let's talk to the Weaver.
How might I serve our mission?
I've met with Leandra in the realm of Hyberheim. She's using the starstones to create bloodstone.
Leandra. She desires to be Mother of the Void, but you have the power to undo her born-in-blood litter. Though they be baptized in blood, you can cleanse the starstones still, and use them to thwart their grim queen.
Okay, let's talk about the rooms.
Threads I weave and tales I see, all will I tell.
I ventured upon a room of winter where an elemental houses.
The son of Frost, how mighty he was, a giant that lived for war. He and the aspect of fire, what enemies they used to be. But you sealed their allegiance and their friendship so that together, you could overcome. Overcome the dark that was spreading.
Alright, and last but not least, Arhu.
I hope your quest fares well, dear hunter.
I've learned about the relationship between Zandalore and the Witch Sisters. You told me you had no idea who the stranger in the end could have been.
Yes, that was a small fib on my part, I'm afraid. Zandalore is known as the Keeper of the Source, after all. And I didn't know how Source Hunters would react to my association with such a colorful character. By all means.
No. I think we may be done here then. Alright, so we need to head back to, Lucula.
Cold, Master Imp.
And ultimately, we're looking for the, not the town, the mines. I know where the town is, but instead of just heading right there, I think we'll explore a little bit. We do see a bunch of blood here, and we ran into these, we heard these people talking somewhere over here, so let's head down that way and see if we can figure out what's going on.
Poor man. Seems he was eaten by a beast.
Well, partially eaten, to be more precise.
Istrid. Decaying mound. Okay, nothing. Okay, that's who we heard him talking. Okay, North Silverglen, East Forest Mines, South Cecil. Got it.
We'll get you out of this pinch.
So close to our goal. Oh, will we ever reach
You there!
Silverglen?
Your night ship! Oh, please, come to our aid! My wife and I are stranded here.
Alright, Bjorn. What are you doing here?
Oh, we're refugees, my liege. Two of the far too few souls that managed to escape Hunter's Edge when the orcs invaded. We were hoping to reach Silverglen, but we were attacked by highwaymen. Those devils would have scalped and skewered us if it hadn't been for Alfie. Oh, the brave creature bit one of them in half, though not before being frightfully wounded himself.
Okay, let's discuss Alfie.
Bravest beast of burden in the borough is Alfie, but the poor blighter's bleeding like a stuck pig and can't move no more, which means we can't move no more either. Why, it would be folly to abandon a bandit killer in a wood full of bandits now, wouldn't it, your night ship? Besides, all our worldly wealth is strapped to his back. We'd be destitute without it. And yet, we can hardly stay here forever. Silverglen is close enough to see the chimney fumes from here. Mara absolutely refuses to leave Alfie's side, and like I said, I'm inclined to agree with her. If only a stout champion would step up and lend us a hand.
Hint, hint, wink, wink. Can you not stop the bleeding or try instead of just fretting?
I can't believe we're stuck
Okay,
here.
tell me about Hunter's
close
Edge.
to our goal.
Oh, it was naught but a small stop for trading folk along the long road south to Sicil. We got along all right, but now our little home's finally been undone. Orcs invaded, and the source hunter who was meant to protect us didn't save a one of us.
I think he's talking about, Medora. Okay, well maybe I can lend a hand.
Oh, we'd be mighty grateful if you would escort us to Silverglen, your night ship. But for it is our aim to set up shop there. A new smithy in a new town. Without Alfie, though, without the tools he carries, I'd be like a fisherman without his rod, grasping for salmon with his bare hands. Never could I produce the quality of work for which I'm renowned. Our predicament is clear, and the biggest problem is that Alfie's wounds are so dire, no ordinary healing potion will work. He needs... well, I don't know what he needs, but they say miracle cures are produced by the priests of Silverglen.
Well, I might have something that's a little better than an ordinary healing
Dear,
potion.
dear, my nerves are all shot.
I'll take my leave. Alright, let's see what we got here. Bjorn's mount is injured. It will need some serious healing power to get it back on its feet. Let's see what we can do with Alfie. What the hell is Alfie? It's pretty terrifying. He has eyes on the side of his head, so it's not
What
like
was
he's a
that?
predator, I guess, but...
A bandit?
Ooh, the pain. Demons take all bandits. I bit one of the buggers in two, and still he stabbed and stabbed before he finally croaked.
Tell me about yourself, Alfie.
I have no idea what I am really, only that I was caught in a snare when I was very little. Luckily, the hunter thought I didn't look quite appetizing enough to be eaten, and so he sold me to Mara. Bjorn didn't like the look of me at first, but when I grew strong, stronger than 5 stallions combined, I was suddenly promoted to carrier beast. Were that I was weak, for I loathe carrying things.
Okay, well, perhaps we could find a way to heal you.
Bless your heart merely to suggest it, my friend, but you'll need powerful magic indeed to cure this devilish gash. I've heard they dabble in healing rituals in Silverglen, which is, ironically, the very place we're unable to reach.
Well,
Us 3.
Well, we have obtained a bloodstone.
A bloodstone? Then it is in your power to heal me. Will you?
I can't believe
No,
we're
we have the
stuck
means
here.
to save this animal,
So
and
close to
so
our
we
goal.
shall.
That would be the kind thing to do, yes.
My word. Well, this is marvellous. Nay, miraculous. Outlaws be damned. I am healed.
As powerful as it is sinister.
Alright, so that was our bloodstone that we had in our inventory.
To think of all the clothes I left behind in Hunter's Edge. All the jewels and trinkets.
What do you want, Medora?
I knew that man, comrade. A fine blacksmith, Bjorn. It gladdens me more than you can imagine to see he and Mara escaped Hunter's Edge. But it's no wonder he blames me for what happened there.
I don't know that he blamed you. He just said you couldn't help anyone. Alright, tell me what you remember.
Well, it started like any other day, comrade. I told you before, and this much was true. Hunter's Edge was a quiet place. There hadn't been a peep from the Phantom Forest in nearly a century. And save the occasional drunken orc wandering in from the west, there was nothing for any of the townsfolk to fear. I was on patrol one sunny afternoon when I stumbled upon a pair of scrawny orcs building a fire. Bellowed at them to get, but they went for their swords instead. Well, I made short work of them, but I couldn't find their tribe insignia anywhere. What I did find was a deep red, apple-sized gemstone in one of their pockets. It was warm in my hand, and seemed far too fine a treasure to belong to an orc.
That sounds eerily like a bloodstone.
My nerves are all
You and I
shot.
both know that now, but then, my senses were dulled by years of peace. I'd grown soft. I was foolish. I figured it to be an oversized ruby, and it was the worst misjudgment of my life, comrade. Their kind never did take a shine into such finery, so I assumed it had been stolen for its trading value. I pocketed the gem and planned on sending it up to Academy North for the Order to deal with. All was peaceful back at the village, all was quiet. If only I'd known then. If only I had paid attention, had seen the signs.
So the orcs came for the bloodstone?
Hunter's Edge.
Night had only just begun to fall when they surrounded us. It could only have been a few dozen, but they swarmed like hundreds. Those of us who resisted were immediately cut down. I watched the blood of innocent villagers spill into the streets. I saw their bodies hit the ground. People it was my job to protect, comrade.
Suddenly your vigilance makes all the more sense.
I made myself promise that night, comrade. Never again would I let another sign of source pass me by unnoticed. Never again would I fail in my sworn duty. It's a promise I intend to keep.
Is that where your story ends? How did you escape the orcs? And what are the remaining villagers?
Jewels and trinkets.
Let's discuss it another time, comrade. It ain't easy for an old bear like me to greet these ghosts.
Alright.
For now, maybe we ought to soldier forward. Plenty to be done around these parts, eh? Ready to advance? Ready to defend?
Pinch.
Sounds good. Okay, we healed this thing, so I think we can head back. We'll escort them to town, unless Chloe doesn't want to. Bjorn, where'd you go?
Oh, how good it is to see a human face in these odious woods filled with nightmares come real. Do forgive me if I seem a bit bedraggled, but we've had a frightful time of it of late.
Okay, well tell me about yourself.
My husband Bjorn's a blacksmith, of some renown as a matter of fact. A favourite with the legionnaires that passed through Hunter's Edge. Or used to, I should say. He hasn't a head for business though, and that's where I come in. We made a good living, he and I, in that quiet little town. Orc plunder now.
Okay, Cody, tell me more about Hunter's Edge.
What is there left to say, really? I could tell you it's more wholesome than Syceal, but then the orcs came. I could tell you it's cozy, that the people there are nice, but then the orcs came. All you'll find there now are broken dreams and broken bodies around orcish bonfires. Hunter's Edge? It no longer exists.
Okay, what about Alfie?
Dear Alfie! Good as new! Oh, you're a blessing! Do you know that? Oh, please bless us once more and lead us to Silverglen.
I will do that. There's Bjorn. Okay.
What do you say, your knightship? Will you escort us to Silverglen?
First, what do you think about Alfie over there that I did?
He's right as rain again, is Alfie, and he has you to thank for it, my liege. A miracle worker is what you are.
Thank you. I'm ready to escort you to Silverglen.
We are your knightship. With Alfie healed, we're raring to go.
Come, we're leaving for Silverglen.
Right you are, Sir Knight. This is it, Mara. You and Alfie stick close together now. Onward, to Silverglen.
Alright, I'm sure this is not going to be a completely uneventful journey. Let's see. I think we can go... Yeah, take this path to Silverglen. Looks like Johan leveled up. Did I know that already? 6 points, huh? Let's save that for now. We do need to see what else we unlocked in the end of time.
Silverglen! I can see the watchtowers! We're almost there!
I think you jinxed us, Bjorn. Alright, so we got some friendlies I gotta make sure I don't kill, basically. Okay, let's power this up.
Marksman's poise.
Go ahead and hit him with this as well. Is it just those two? Oh. No, it's not. Alright. Medora, you gotta get back there and handle these two. And we got one over there. Okay.
Maimed and mutilated.
Okay, we crippled that one. That one's on the ground. Good. Oh, we got one there. Davith is burning. The Temptress. So we're getting charmed. Good. Good thing they didn't charm Alfie. Okay, way more than I thought we had. Should have looked before I just opened up. Alright, Bjorn was not poisoned. Alright, Chloe. I'm gonna let Davith and what's-his-face finish those guys off. She needs to go as well. Oh, you can heal. Lucky you. Okay, well, we need to get some healing going.
A stitch of time, hey, my friends?
What are you? Let's just hit him. So you're just gonna sit there and fret. So are you? Okay. What about you, Alfie?
Ah! Someone help me! Please!
So they're not going to do anything. Got it. He's going to take less damage from physical attacks, I think. Ow. Well, how about that for you? And what do we got going on here?
No restraining the explosion!
Starting on fire. Medora, you need to finish these guys off with quickness. One down. 2 down. See, Chloe, you don't really need any health. Let's weaken this guy. It was weak, but curse failed. Alright, he'll do less damage. Alright, good, he's on fire. Alright, he needs to go away. I need to get rid of him. Can't. Damn it. That was my fault. Being a dumbass.
Ah! Someone, help me, please!
Away from me, fiend! Away!
I thought Alfie would help out a little bit. Uh-oh. That could be bad. Oh, just get up there, Medora. Oh no. He's finished. Need to get some rain going in here. I can't let Bjorn die. That works.
Into the fray once more.
It never rains, but it pours, eh?
Alright, let's use our new spell here. I can't cast anywhere because I'm in the smoke. Well, I can do that.
The time of your death is at hand.
Bjorn.
Ah! Someone, help me, please!
Save me! Oh, do save me!
I'm working on it. Actually, you're almost dead. You are dead, as far as I'm concerned. Alright, that's everybody. Now they're going to keep moving, so we got to try
It
to
never rains, but it pours, eh?
heal as fast as we can. Mara's fine. Bjorn's fine. Okay.
Back on my feet again.
We'll actually come loot later,
Give us a new penny.
because they're just going to keep moving.
As good as a new penny.
Go, guys. Move faster. Oh, that might be it. We're at the gates, so...
Remember when that redhead used to come by and cheer him up?
Oh, yeah.
Someone's talking up there.
May the goddess guide you through the forest and keep you safe.
Alright, guys, you have made it safely to your home.
Don't you mind me.
Alright, our reputation went up. They really like us, and they're back. The whole party made it safely to Silverglen.
Silverglen! We did it! Oh, you did it! Oh, Mara, my love! Truly have we been delivered. You live, Alfie lives, and I do too. Oh, joyous hour. I still can't believe it. Silverglen! What is to become of us here, I wonder? Oh, but I know, don't I? A blacksmith I was in Hunter's Edge, and a blacksmith I'll remain, for such is my one purpose in life. Aye, come what may, your knightship, I thank you for standing by me, by us, during our hour of need. I thank you.
No worries, Bjorn. Make sure you give us a deal at your blacksmith shop. Alright, let's go loot this up, and then I think we'll head to the end of time to see what we opened. Chest back there. Garbage, garbage. Alright. Couple nail bombs for Medora. That also goes into Silverglen. Actually, it's Davith gets... Who gets air? Chloe does. And I need to start distributing a little more potions. Combine some and distribute them around. Chloe leveled up. She's got 4 points. You need to go into Armor Specialist. Very much so. Her movement is now at 1.46. We do that, it goes up to... Hold on, let me try that again. Huh. I don't know if it was saying it was before it was negative 146. But now it's saying it's positive 1.6, but either way we needed it, so. Do you need any lore master yet? I think you're the lore person. But I've yet to have anything we couldn't identify. Let's go ahead and do it now, just so we'd have that out of the way. Troll droppings, well.
Don't look at me like that. It's not as though I'm enjoying this.
Okay, let's head back to the end of time, see what we did.
Ah, dear, dear star Darkstone commanders, I do apologize for the state your homestead is currently in. It's like a zoo in here, or worse, an emporium. That's right. These red little blighters appeared as out of nowhere when another one of the portals became active. God 7 or 700. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's imps.
Oh, you're one of those self-hating imps, huh? There's a discrepancy in that statement I feel bound to point out.
I know, but really, they're zany, they're exasperating, they're unpredictable, and they have about as much use for history as a professional clairvoyant has.
Okay, tell me a bit more about this band of zigzags.
Band of? Why, I'm not one of them. Not one of those exiles that were slaves to demons and their own inadequacies. But talk to them if you must hear their history. I haven't the stomach for the vagaries of my own species. No, what I need is the sound of a symphony, a whiff and a swig of old tasty wine, and above all, a shelter away from imps.
Well then, he's off in a huff. Where are you going? Oh yeah, he's going to show us the new portal we opened. To the Hall of Darkness. That sounds ominous.
I wonder who awaits you in the next chamber. I wonder what they'll say.
I wonder how much of a spark it takes to zap it. Have you seen my magic box?
Okay, Dark Underlord.
What a wonderful place this is. A lovely locale to rest my weary belly. Far better than the hellish plains we imps are used to. Yes, I think we'll stick around. Oh, with your approval, of course. What's that? We have it. Marvellous.
Who knows what wonder
Huge healing potion.
A bit drafty in here, isn't it? Are we near a event?
Okay, Zigzags is rather
Aren't you going to leap through?
apprehensive of you. Why is that?
No, that hoity-toity historian thinks he's so much better than us demon thralls just because he was never actually enthralled by demons. And yet he's no more than a lackey to the gods, isn't he? What's the difference?
Hey, how about you tell me your story, for I think it is an elaborate one.
Right you are. Grab a drink, sit you down, and lend me all the ears you have. We imps, you see, are a mixed breed of demons and some other long-forgotten race, which means we aren't as evil as the devils that begot us. But I'll be damned twice over if we aren't as clever. We hail from the realm of Nemesis, where demons have ruled supreme since, well, forever, really. Their knowledge of secrets and arcane scholarship is unparalleled. As unparalleled, in fact, as our inquisitiveness. Now, curiosity may have killed the cat, poor thing, but it enslaved us imps as well. We were blinded by the promises of knowledge the demons dangled in front of our eager faces.
So you made a deal with demons? Not a very smart move.
Yes, well, in hindsight it wasn't, but it seemed like a good idea at the time. Here's what happened. In return for our fair share of demonic knowledge, all of us imps had to sign our names in an indestructible book called a Codex, which was to be considered an oath of servitude, a contract of give and take for mutual benefit, and signed out of free will. Fools that we were, we readily agreed, and thereby signed our way into slavery. For we had to do everything the demons told us to, and they, in turn, shared very little knowledge with us indeed.
And yet, here you are.
Quite so. That's because one day, a particularly clever imp amongst us devised an escape plan. If we would be able to steal the Codex and disappear with it, the demons would no longer be able to lay claim on us, for without the proof of the Codex, the contract between us would be broken. One night, as the demons lay sleeping after a most sordid orgy indeed, we stole the Codex and fled from Nemesis through a rift. Ever since then, we've been on the run, for our masters swore they'd return the Codex to Nemesis so they can claim our servitude once more.
I wonder why the Codex can't just be destroyed.
So all we do is run and hide ad nauseam. Eternal fugitives are we.
Okay, from your story, I gather the Codex is your lifeline to freedom. So where is it?
Drafty in here isn't kind of got lost, to tell you the truth. That's what happens after generations of flight. Things get misplaced. And yet, wherever that bloody book may be, up until now, the demons still haven't found it. So, good news there. Only a matter of time until they do, though. Unless, of course, time ends first. Wouldn't that be a stroke of luck?
Alright, I'll take my leave.
Who knows what wonder awaits you?
Tad? I'm just gonna call you Tad. Tell me about yourself. Okay. Good talk.
Hello, hello. Yes, please do make yourself at home. This is your home, after all.
Alright,
Isn't it?
Thorin, what can you tell me about recent events?
Recent what?
Events, my good imp. What can you tell me about recent events?
Oh, events. Well, we imps are quite happy here indeed. We've been chased all over Rivellon, but I don't think the watch will find us here.
Wonder awaits you.
Alright.
Found any interesting treasure, Source Hunter? Anything you'd like to share?
I will take that fuse, because why not?
Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
I had the most beautiful dream, Source Hunter. A great fist came down from on high, unfolded before me, and in its palm lay a beautiful golden box. Carefully, I lifted its lid, and inside were treasures of every make and kind. Maps, pawns, paintings. I cradled each treasure carefully, enthralled, and oh, how I wept when I woke.
Well, that is a great story.
Well, aren't you going to leap
Oh, my
through?
word. Oh, my heavens. A Source Hunter. Careful, I'm losing my breath. Too much air. Oh.
Easy, Sir Imp. You didn't work yourself.
Wonder awaits you.
You didn't work yourself up so.
Phew. Right you are, of course, Source Hunter. But I've a propensity for hyperventilation whenever I'm faced with my ultimate heroes. I've heard that without you, all of Rivellon would be flying fast forward towards its doom.
What sort of place?
That's a weird sentence on our side.
No need for shoving now. There's enough of the imp of the year to go around.
So I bought this. We'll have to see what that does. Crack it open, inhale the musk of its pages, and learn something
A
new.
bit drafty in here, isn't it? Oh,
You're the
dear,
imp of the year, are you?
event every year. They don't call me majestic for nothing, dear. Now, where have I left that bottle?
I already talked to you. Crooked B. There's two of them there.
Hi! Hello, 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 Source Hunter!
You going to leap through?
I'll tell you whatever you like, friendo, but it'll cost you. Oh, but when you give me that look, I can't help but offer you my finest deal. My love story for a simple shrunken dwarf's head. How's that for a trade? Say, did you know I can fly straight up from here to eternity? It's true. What? See? I was back before your puny human eyes even knew I was gone. Oh, don't
You're annoying.
go. Please, I'll show you a trick. Look. 1, 2, 3, and now your name is Freddy. Amazing.
How do I talk to the other one?
I'd say hello, but I'd much rather say heaven, oh. Get it? Get it?
Oh, I
Yeah,
do.
you get it.
I do.
It's got all kinds of wonders stashed inside. Listen to this one. What do you call an imp that hasn't got any eyes?
A blind imp. A blimp. Ah, no eyes.
And here's one for you. What do you call a selfless imp?
I don't know. Because of no eye. Got it.
Hey, that leaf doesn't belong to you, eh?
I said I'll take my leave. Got it.
Yourselves, you lot. This is a nice sort of place. Strange. I'm zapping you just as hard as my finely tuned mental prowess allows, yet I can't seem to singe a single hair on your head.
I wouldn't go around attempting to do violence to source hunters if I were you.
No, not violent. zapping, explosions, bloody mist, and other beautiful bits flying into high heaven. Ah, bliss!
Alright, I'm done with all of you. I'm out of here. Alright, we are in the... I can't remember what it was called. Something like the Dark Hall. Certainly looks... terrible.
I sense an eerie presence here.
Yes. Like creepy crawlies down the spine. Demons.
Wow, this bow is much better damage-wise than ours. What level is it? Level 20. We're only at level 10. Okay.
Here, here. You do not disappoint. I knew you would come this way. Room by room you encroach upon this territory, woefully torn from time. No, you do not disappoint. Something much more harmful still. You excruciate beyond all thinkable bearing. You have our thankfulness, our eternal gratitude, the acknowledgement of the void. So why do you fight us? Why do you stand against the promise of oblivion? Relent, Guardians, relent. You did your duty long, long ago. Do not undo what had to be done.
I wonder what he meant by that.
And I wonder why we had the thanks of those that long for the end of time.
Huh. I bet you we were complicit in releasing the void. So we got Moloch here, who's a demon. So apparently we have a demon staying in our homestead. Let's see if we can find out a little more about our relationship, if we had one. He has a very stereotypical place to live. Not gonna talk to you yet, Moloch. Oh, that should be everything. We'll read the ancient diary after.
I didn't expect to find the likes of you here. Fallen stars, forgotten angels from on high. How long has it been? An age? An eon?
Your voice also doesn't match you.
But you've changed quite considerably, I see. Yes, the divine is but a glimmer in the farthest reaches of your gaze. Well, perhaps I can help you. One of your kind ought to be a bit stronger of arm. A bit quicker of wit, after all. And we are all counting on you, sir.
Okay, what can you offer me?
Yourself redone, of course. Your very parts and pieces reorganized into something simply better.
So my choices are: I'd like to boost my reputation, I'd like to improve my primary attributes, I'd like to find some ability points, I'd like to redistribute my talents, abilities, and primary attributes, which is what I'm going to do for Davith. Tell me about yourself.
My autobiography will hardly serve you. What's far more relevant is what I see in you. Quite crucial, your survival, isn't it? And you do seem such a reasonable sort to boot. There's very little pleasure greater than dealing with a reasonable sort, I find.
Okay, I'm going to do that off camera, the whole level up thing. One thing I'm going to do is check out this book, which I'm going to save before using, in case it does something. The subheader of this grimoire reads, "You don't even know what you don't know. It appears to be an unfinished work, and although you can sense something great residing within it, you cannot access it." Well, that is very useful. Okay, so we're going to here. I'm going to respec because I don't know that I've ever done it before, so I'm not sure how it's going to work. So I'm going to need to try to remember everything that we have. We're going to lose all our skills, though. So I'll have to go get these all again, which is expensive, and we don't have that much money. It's a little unfortunate, but basically I'm going to keep bow the same. I'm probably going to keep defenses the same. Really, the only thing I'm going to change is I'm going to get rid of the 2 points in here. Well, that's about it. And then I'm going to put those points into Geomancer. Yeah, I decided I'd go Geomancer, so we can do some poison stuff, and then we'll have fire arrows so it can kind of work off that, I think. Then we're going to have to go a little bit into intelligence, so I'll probably sacrifice a little bit of dexterity. Probably 2 points there to go into intelligence, and I may drop a point from perception. We could always get, I might, if I can, I'm going to get rid of this one as well. And maybe we can go into know-it-all for him to give him that extra point in intelligence. I'd like to not take anything out of perception, but maybe if I just do 1 point, it'd be okay. We'll see. I'll play around with it and I'll save beforehand so I don't screw it up too much. But okay, guys, and I have a choice where you watch over Divinity Original Sin Let's Plays. Thank you for choosing One Night Sniper. Peace out, guys.